last week I heard Johnny O talking about Britney Spears and how she had a little mishap with the fireplace. It's Y101, Adam and Allison. The mishap resulted in her losing her eyebrows. I don't really understand what she was doing. Was she trying to light a gas fireplace and it exploded in her face? Do you know, Allison?
I don't know, but I mean, obviously there was fire that kind of got a little bit out of hand and ended up singeing her eyebrows off.
She said it's extremely painful, was extremely painful,
Ouch.
and she said she was able to make it through with very powerful painkillers and everything. I have a feeling it possibly maybe the powerful painkillers also caused the explosion.
Could be.
If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it opens up a bigger question of what happened to your eyebrows. Where'd they go? What went wrong with your eyebrows? Whether something blew up in your face and singed them off, whether you were trying to shape them up real nice and it didn't go so good. What happened to your eyebrows, Allison?
This is such a nightmare of a story to try to remember. But whenever I was in middle school, my friends all started tweezing their eyebrows, going to get their eyebrows waxed. And I was jealous that I had these crazy eyebrows that weren't all cute and thin like we used to want them to be. And so I was getting my nails done and I asked my mom, can I please get my eyebrows waxed? She was like, sure, no problem. They take me back. The lady mid-wax goes, and I knew, I'm like, that's not good. Why are you making that sound? Well, that's when she tells me this is her first ever eyebrow wax. It was also my first ever eyebrow wax. She had taken the complete middle chunk of my eyebrow. So for months, I had to color in that part of my eyebrow with my mom's eyebrow pencil because I didn't have a middle of my eyebrow.
That is too funny.
It was very traumatizing. It took me forever before I trusted someone to wax my eyebrows again.
So I also have an eyebrow story.
That's amazing.
Because you didn't think that any dudes would have an eyebrow story.
No, I figured it was just ladies who were trying to shape them up and they accidentally, ended up taking an eyebrow off.
I was 19, 20 years old, somewhere in there, and I went to a new place to get my hair cut, and I thought it would be a fancy barbershop or something. It was like a biker barbershop. I walked in and I was immediately intimidated.
Yeah.
The dude cutting my hair was very intimidating, and I see him pull out a comb, and then he starts brushing my eyebrows with the comb, and he kind of trims one of my eyebrows with the comb.
Well, I think
with
that's
the comb
good,
and the
though.
clippers.
It's good when they give them a little trim.
It was good. So then he stepped back, he looked at it, and then he went back to cutting my hair. I was so intimidated, I couldn't tell him, I think you forgot about the other eyebrow. I was scared of the guy.
Did he never get to the other
Never
eyebrow?
got to the other eyebrow. So I had one trimmed eyebrow, one untrimmed eyebrow. What is your eyebrow mishap story? Do you have one? I think everybody has one. You thought it was just girls, Allison.
Yeah, I figured, us girls, especially 80s, 90s, 2000, we were trying to get those pencil thin eyebrows. So we were doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
I remember I was in 8th grade. Mercedes Nelson shaved her eyebrows completely off, and everybody asked her, what happened here? She was like, well, I was just trying to thin them out, and then they weren't quite even, so then I'd take a little bit more, and then I'd have to take a little bit more. She had no eyebrows. She was a great sport about it, but here I am, 20 years later, still remember it like it was yesterday, remember her name and everything. 601-995-1017. Felicia texted us and said, I was 12 or 13, not my eyebrows, but my lashes. I cut them off thinking that is what people were doing. Realized later it was the eyebrows.
Yeah, we weren't trimming our eyebrows. We weren't trimming our eyelashes.
Hey, Nat, what happened to your eyebrows?
Okay, so I was 12 and just kind of plundering around in my grandmother's, her cosmetics. And I used to see her, the older people who used to use cold cream to cleanse their faces. So I got a tube of cream, and I was like, okay, good, because I have a little friend. He's coming over to see me, and I just want to spruce up, look cute. I put Nair on my face because I did not know what it was, and, who reads, right? So I just put it on my face thinking it was cold cream, and then I wiped it off, and I noticed there's hair on the tissue as I'm wiping it off. And, I wiped my eyebrows off and this was 2 weeks before I was about to start junior high.
Oh, no.
Did you have to pencil them on for the whole start of the school year?
But surprisingly, in 2 weeks, I got enough hair back that when, you looked at me directly, it just looked like maybe I have some thin eyebrows. However, remember somebody yell out, who's that bald-faced girl right there? And I was like, oh, my God, is she talking about me?
Nette, did your eyebrows come back, or are they full and bushy and nice now?
No, they just did like a little thin grow back, and I still have issues with like the tails.
No.
They kind of fall out from time to time. So, it's been a lasting effect. So, yeah, children, if you're listening, please read all instructions.
Great advice,
know what you're
Nette.
putting on your face.
Thank you so much for the call. We'll talk to you later.
No problem. Bye.
Taylor, where'd your eyebrows go?
I was like 10 or 11, and I was going to this. Well, I was actually watching my mom. You know how we watch our mothers shave their eyebrows and stuff like this. So I was watching her one day, and I was trying to do it before I go to school and still trying to look good for the boys or whatever. And when I shaved them and my mom finally seen it, she was like, who shaved your eyebrows? And I was like, I was looking crazy. So I ended up blaming this girl at school. I blamed the girl, and I was like, Mom, she shaved my eyebrows. She shaved my eyebrows, and I didn't. So my mom came to the school to confront the girl. And the girl was looking at my mom crazy, like, I didn't touch this girl's face, like, I didn't touch this girl's eyebrows. So I hurried up and ran to the bathroom. As soon as I go to the bathroom, the girl busted the bathroom, and she was like, boom, you told your mom I shaved your eyebrows? I was like, I didn't know what to do. And, like, still to this day, I don't have no eyebrows. They just now trying to grow back.
No. Oh,
Thank you
horrible.
so much. Thank you so much for the call, Taylor. We appreciate you. That was a funny story.
Yeah, and it is a sad tale, but like if you do damage to your eyebrows, it's not guaranteed that they're going to grow back.